will help too, you know, if anyone wants to drive it and they want, you know, basically another thing to see, you can use that too, which is nice. But it's got a bunch of options there which you can play around with. I personally like the Google Maps, so you can have the maps here or you can have the maps there, but it's just going to depend on basically what you want. So we'll keep it that way. You've got paddles at the back of the steering wheels. We can see we've got your stock here for your wipers and then one for your transmission select. Does have Super Cruise technology, as we can see. Now on the left side of the steering wheel, we have some buttons here. We've got basically an auto 4x4, 2 high, 4 high, 4 low. We've got a mode here that basically goes like from tour, sport, off-road, that kind of thing. You can control your air suspension here as well. You got a parking brake, trailer brake controller, and then this is your dimness for your lights inside. Now it does also have a heads-up display which can be controlled via this screen here, which we'll get to in a moment. You got speakers here on the A-pillars, but a nice dash with a massive speaker there, as we can see. Now over on the passenger side, we do have a screen there, and what you could do is you can hook up basically HDMI cable, hook up a Fire Stick if you want to. You know, there's a decent amount of options for the passenger. You know, maybe the wife wants to watch something, you can do that. Just make sure you bring your Fire Stick. Now it does have an AKG speaker there, and it does have one there too. To note, as we can see here, this dash does have that wood trim with some brushed aluminum. The dash is pushed back in a little bit, and what I mean by that is basically to control it, it is a touch screen, but these down here, these buttons will basically control the screen. And what I'm saying is like, I'm about 5'10", 5'11", and to grab the screen, if I was just sitting, you know, I'd have to really lean over. The dial here will basically do that for you. So when you turn the dial, you can click what you want. It's just going to depend on the user, but having this dial here helps, and the screen. So going into the screen here, which we'll do right now, you've got your climate control, which you can control basically the front or the back of the passengers if you want. Down here, this one will control your airflow. You've got your heat and ventilated seats, which you can control too. This button here controls other things. You've got here light control switch here. You've got your lane keeping assist, which you can turn on, and then you got your camera buttons here. So once you click the camera button, it'll show you basically all your cameras, and then you can use this dial here to tell you which camera you want, essentially. So you got side profile cameras. It's just going to depend on what you need. And then there's the heated seat for the passenger. Now if we go back here, we got park. This truck will basically park itself.